Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Joshua Franson, and we saw a little bit of patchy fog this morning, also some slick conditions on those roads, but we do have another mild day on tap for today. In fact, the winds will still be on the calmer side, generally swapping from the west to the south, about 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon, before once again tonight ramping up just a little bit more as we have some rain move through to make way for a little bit cooler but more breezy day tomorrow with winds out of the northwest at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Now we will see some rain tonight, but first we have to get through this mostly sunny sky that we're going to have for today, pretty much remaining until later on when we see those clouds increase around 9 p.m. or so. We'll start to see some showers move on through, very isolated. I do think there'll be a little bit less than this, but they'll move on through, probably peak in intensity by about, let's say, midnight to 1 a.m., maybe a brief rumble of thunder before clearing out after midnight, and we'll be left with the clouds throughout Wednesday, just mostly to partly cloudy out there. As those clouds hang around, it will be a little bit cooler with those winds, but then eventually those will move on out and we'll catch some clouds across the system moving across Minnesota Wednesday night. But overall for today, once again on that mild side, definitely not bad, hanging out in the upper 40s to upper 50s depending on where you are. Wherever that fog likes to move and sit around will keep you just a little bit cooler, which is why northern areas will sit a little bit cooler today. Other than that though, mostly sunny with winds shifting out of the south at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, see that rain move through after about 9 p.m., sitting in the mid and upper 30s with some light showers and maybe a brief rumble of thunder. Overall rain total accumulations around less than 1/10 of an inch, so it should be pretty light. And then into tomorrow, sitting in the upper 40s to lower 50s, partly cloudy skies and a little bit more breezy with a northwesterly wind. Now further ahead, we'll actually see those winds kick up just a little bit more, especially on Thursday, sustained at 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 30 out of the northwest, and then out of the west on Friday, potentially gusting up to 35 miles an hour, and will also be a little bit warmer, potentially getting near 60. Afterwards, temperatures begin to fall off as northwesterly winds push in some cooler air, but just as that happens, it seems like winds are going to swap out of the southeast, which returns us back to that mild trend with temperatures hanging out in the 40s and 50s for next week. And as we get into March a little bit more, well, it seems like we might have a slight cooling trend and return to normal for a little bit. Now March 4th through 10th, we're starting to once again trend a little bit more towards those mild temperatures, possibly seeing a couple more 40s and 50s in our forecast. So as of now, it's not looking too bad. We'll definitely take the mild temperatures over the cold. But here's your city-by-city forecast. Rain moves through tonight, partly cloudy and a little bit cooler tomorrow. Same deal Thursday, just mostly sunny and a little bit cooler, but still upper 40s and lower 50s. Can't really complain about that. Also a little bit more windier on Thursday and Friday, but Friday will potentially get into the 60s. We kick off March with a cooler day, sitting in the upper 30s, and then once again resume the trend of hanging around in those 40s and 50s with some more chances at precipitation next week and a couple of more windy days.